All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome. So, yeah, Link, crazy. I think the whole market is just pretty intense. I mean, what's happening right now is exactly what should happen when in an alt season, right? And you can't really deny when you have an altcoin chart like this one, and you look at algo, look at XRP, everything is just showing some very nice moves, right? I mean, it can take pretty much any coin, probably. Well, BAT is in the RLC, that's nice. Well, we're seeing a lot of altcoins doing some very nice gains, while Bitcoin is continuing range, right? And that's just beautiful thing to see, right? So I figured tonight we're gonna take a look at the altcoin market, and if you have any shorting requests or anything like that, just feel free to hit me up in the chat, and I will help you out with those. So yeah, we got 14 people in here now. If you could like the video, that would be very much helpful. That would help me and the channel greatly. What's up, Bert? Hope you are doing good and having a fantastic Sunday. So, it's very important to remember here that I mean, we have posted a lot of very interesting altcoin setups in the birdnest. I know that a lot of members have been, making a lot of money, right? People have really been making a lot of money on this market, and in this market, I should say. And it's very important now, guys, to not be totally, to get totally carried away. And it's important to realize that you're still trading. I mean, you're making money left and right. Everything's basically pumping except Bitcoin because it's ranging. But I mean, everything else basically going up. You cannot really not make money. I mean, you can't. I don't think that's even. I don't think I said that the right way, but you probably understand what I'm saying, right? So it's important here to realize that whenever Bitcoin really breaks out of this area, right? Whenever Bitcoin has its strong, powerful move that it's most likely going to have in the not so very distant future, right? I mean, if we look at the higher time frames here for Bitcoin, we can add some interesting levels here. I think I have these ones, right? So a retest of 10.5, this green box right here, a very important area for Bitcoin. It was the breakout area. It's the short ALTC. It's a 618 of the short ALTC. It's just a very strong area for Bitcoin. We are, by the way, going to see a weekly close in 5 hours, and if we close this weekly candle above the 618, the 10.5k area, we have officially a weekly open and close above the high time frame resistance. That's most likely going to happen. That's going to be like the sign of the bull market, right? So the first very strong sign was the weekly close above, right? You guys remember this crazy pump we had and the weekly close above? But I kept saying that wait until you get a weekly open and close, but because that's really gonna confirm it on the really higher time frames, right? And that's exactly what we're getting, hopefully today, in 5 hours and 40 minutes. So the dips are for buying, right? Because we are now officially in a bull market with this price action. Of course, you never know what's going to happen. We can dump below 10.5k, but the dips are for buying. So the next test of 10.5k, it's very likely that we will test 10.5k. It's also quite likely that we break this area to the upside for a rounded retest before we continue higher, right? But right now we're trading below 12k. And because of the fact that we're trading below 10k, I think the retest of 10.5k is more likely than the actual reclaim of 12k. And if you look at the daily timeframes here, right, the only thing we had was really this wick right here touching 10,518. Depending on what exchange you're looking at, right? But around 10.5k, slightly above. So the 10.5k high time frame resistance area, basically it's the area between 10k and 10.5k. Got front ran pretty heavily with this dump, and it's not really, I mean, if you look at the 4-hour, this isn't really clean price action. This is just a crazy dump and a quick pop back up, right? What you want to see for price to really, I think we have enough time above this level now to really confirm it as reclaimed. And the market, you know, price has now been trading above this level for the right amount of time for me to really, you know, for it's the right amount of time for the market to accept the level as broken. The market is beginning to accept Bitcoin in a bull mode, and the market has accepted Bitcoin above 10k. I mean, if you just think about it, right? We haven't been trading above, you know, properly above 10k, you know, having weekly closes above 10k for a long time, right? So whenever we got above 10k, everybody started saying like, finally we're above 10k. Now we're at the point where it's kind of normal to be above 10k. Now 10k, we're looking down upon 10k, right? And we're thinking, well, we don't want to go lower than 10k, and if we do, that's gonna feel very unnormal, right? And that's what happens when kind of accept price where it is, right? I mean, on these wicks right here, we haven't accepted Bitcoin above 10k. No way, right? We had a couple of closes above here, but there's no way that the market has, you know, had the proper amount of time to accept the price of Bitcoin above 10k. People were tweeting all over the place like, this is the last time you're gonna see Bitcoin above below 10k, right? And usually when that happens, you dump, right? But now we're really at the point where one could really say that this might actually be the time where you will never see Bitcoin below 10k again. And I'm not saying that to hype you guys up or anything like that, and I'm not going to tweet that out, obviously, because I think tweets like that is just stupid. But what I mean is, if there's one time to tweet something like that, it's really now, because now we have actually reclaimed the level, we have confirmed bullish market structure on the high time frames. We're in a bull mode, and it's very likely now that what you're seeing right now is the bottom of a high time frame perspective on Bitcoin. This is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We reclaim 12k and continue up to 20k. This move, like right here, is going to be dwarfed compared to future Bitcoin's price action. I really do think that's the case. So with that said, a move down to 10.5k is not going to be bearish. I repeat, if we break down here, price action is still extremely bullish, right? What needs to happen really for price action to show clear signs of a reversal is actually losing the 10 to 10.5k area on a higher time frame closing basis. By the way, guys, we got a lot of people watching the stream, and I would like to welcome you all and just give a huge shout out and a big thank you to my sponsor, Prime XPT. It's my main exchange for trading Bitcoin and the forex markets, and they got a really good deal. If you're not signed up to Prime XPT yet, definitely check out the link in the description below, and you can use the promo code. I think the description on the video is actually wrong. You need to sign up with the link, and you need to use the promo code LIBS42 bonus. Not only LIBS42, but LIBS42 bonus. With that, you will get a 50% increase on your first deposit. You can use that to trade. The maximum amount of deposit, I think, is 1 BTC, but I need to check that out. Anyway, check it out. It's a great exchange to scalp and trade Bitcoin. It's very much a good time to do that now, because we are entering a bull market. You would want to hold Bitcoin. The thing with Prime XPT is you hold your Bitcoin as collateral, and you increase your BTC holdings, and because BTC is now in a bull mode, will increase your UTC USD holdings too, right? So it's a great win-win, really. All right, so back to the actual chart. By the way, guys, don't forget to like the video. It's only one mouse click away from you, but it will help me immensely. So I really do appreciate you guys. You can help me out. And yeah, so Bitcoin. What I'm trying to say here is for Bitcoin to really turn into bear mode, right? We need to really lose this level from a high time frame perspective. Just as we reclaimed it from a high time frame perspective, we also need to lose it on a high time frame perspective. So it's not like we can, we get a daily close below, sorry. So we get a daily close below, and that's going to confirm bearish market structure. No, because now we have reclaimed this level on the high time frames. We now also have to lose it on the high time frames. So what I will be looking for is a weekly close below, and really on a high time frame setup, this is the swing low that you're going to use as your invalidation level, right? You can wick around here like crazy, but really close the weekly below here, or even trade lower than this level, we might be entering the bear trend again. But right now we got it's a long way. I mean, that's a 25% drop. It's very well possible. I mean, you guys know Bitcoin, you know how extremely volatile Bitcoin can actually be, so it's not unlikely that we will see something like that. You always have to manage your risk, and you also you always have to plan for the worst, right? But really what I'm looking for on a high time frame is what would make 100% sense. Like when looking at a chart and you're trying to understand price action, you need to ask yourself, like, what makes sense, right? Because usually a price chart, well, if it's not fucking link, right? Unless it's link, it usually makes sense, right? So what needs to happen here? Well, you want to see a nice reaction here and a rounded retest that level, and then boom, you go off, right? You reclaim 12k, and it's just, that's it, right? You're off to the whatever planet you want to visit, right? All right, so that's it on Bitcoin. I'm not gonna talk a lot about Bitcoin today. I want to talk more about altcoins, because that's where the action is right now. So you guys are probably in the bird nest. Most of you probably know about the setups in the bird nest right now. We got some nice ones going on here, and Algo did not really take out our the last take profit here. I think that if you're in this one right now, we have a potential break in market structure here, really. I mean, the hourly is kind of showing a bearish market structure. The 4 hour, however, is not really showing a clear bearish market structure. I think because of the fact that the market is looking very bullish, I'm gonna view this on the 4 hour to determine the actual market structure. Obviously, you have to take into consideration the low time frames too, but I like the 4 hour here. So where would the stop loss be placed right now? Well, I think it makes sense to have a stop below, below this low. That makes sense. And the idea here, so the idea here is to let it run, right? Very, very important, especially in a bull market like this one. You let it run. You need to let your winners way, way bigger than your losers. All right, so I'm gonna make a quick little. I'm gonna make a list here with the. Well, I don't think I have to do a list because I have it in my chat. I think we're gonna go over the shorten request, and the idea today with the shorten request is I'm actually not. I'm not gonna only. I'm not only gonna take a look at the short request, but I'm gonna try to actually find a setup on the request that you guys have, because I do think that most of the charts that you want me to take a look at, there's going to be a setup there, because I mean the altcoin market is really, really looking very, very bullish right now. But of course, guys, you can't be entering 10, 20 setups or something like that. You need to manage your risk and choose the ones that you like the most. We're gonna take a look at XTC USD, XTC, really? Pesos. All right. Well, goddamn. Nice. Did we hit take profit 1? Man, what a beautiful fucking day this is. I'm sorry, I'm swearing. It's sorry, guys. All right. God damn, we have a perfect entry, probably. Because I hope you guys enter this one. I really, really hope you guys enter this. Did we hit take profit 1? The high is 375.20. Yes, we did. We did hit take profit 1. And what's going to happen here is we're probably going to enter link style price discovery. Now, what happened with link? Let's take a look at link. All right. So well, this happened. All right. So will this happen for Tesos? Obviously, I can't answer that, but I would very much like it to happen. The take profit levels on this one is based on that's BTC. So the really did it really miss the entry? Did it really? Let's see when I'm in Tesos, so I'm not sure if it did miss the entry, or maybe I just entered market. Let's see if I actually let's take a look at let's see. All right, so let's see the official calls right here. I'm gonna pull it up here. So we have the XTC. So the buy zone was, that's BTC. No, that's USD. Now the buy zone was, I posted this. Yeah, I am in link. I did actually FOMO in on link, a small position, and I FOMOed in, which seems to be a pretty good idea. I did buy link at around 12.5. Was it 12.5? Yeah, so this dip right here, I was watching the charts and I shot this dip and it got bought out pretty quickly. So I market bought with a stop below this wick, and yeah, it turned out pretty nicely. I'm not even sure where I'm going to take profits. I'm just probably gonna I'm just, you know, yeah, about time. What's up, Tanver? Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the bets. I'm gonna take a look at all the short requests, of course. but it's so many, so it's gonna take a while. But I really want to cover the most important things right now, and the most important things right now is buy link, I guess. That seems like a very good idea to do, even if I mean, it feels very weird, very stupid, honestly, to be buying up here. I mean, it feels like I'm buying, basically FOMOing in, and yeah, it works in a bull market, right? In a bear market or in a normal market or whatever, FOMOing in will get you wrecked most of the time, right? So that's probably not a good idea. But in a bull market like this one, like we're in right now, absolutely a decent idea, to be honest. All right, so two exchanges I use. If I put in a stop loss, I can't put in a limit order on the same count. Does that mean I can only use? Yeah, so you can on most exchanges. Well, let's say Binance, you have OCO orders, which is stands for other cancels, or one cancels the other, right? So if you have, you can. Yes, you can't have a buy order and a stop loss order in at the same time before actually entering the coin. But when in a position, you can put in a stop loss order and a take profit order at the same time. But you're not going to be able to put in a buy order and a stop loss order before entering the trade on Binance, for example, without using a bot like 3 commas. So I do highly recommend you guys use a trading bot like 3 commas. It's a, I think it's $100 a year. Is it 1,000? Probably $100 a year or something like that. It's and you're probably gonna make that back in a trade, right? Hopefully. So it's very well worth it. I couldn't imagine trading without it, honestly. And I'm not affiliated with 3 commas. It's just the fact that you need to use something like that to trade properly. Like, you're not going to be able to actually make, I mean, it's going to help you make more money, because it's just, you see a setup, you enter the details of that setup, and that's going to help you just relax, right? Because you see a setup, you enter the details on a setup, and the bot is going to do everything rest, right? So it's just get it, do it, right? It's just very good at it. All right, so well, usually what you look at when looking at a setup. So this is the let's see. Can I share the Discord, or am I gonna get fired or something like that? Because maybe we have some private. Probably not. So this is actual post, right? And you can see here. I was well, I mean, we did hit the bison, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I think we hit it like perfectly. Yeah, so I think it's time to, let's see, when did I actually post it? I posted it today at 2:15, and where is that? 2:15, 2:15, 2:15, 2:15. Are we on the same time? 2:15. All right. Well, all right. So it kind of looks like we actually did not actually did not test it, did we? Well, that sucks. So the low. All right. So it kind of looks like we didn't get that, right? No was way low. I'm not sure what you're referring to. But I mean, that sucks. We got the retest right there. And was that really the entry level right there? You mean that the buy zone was too low? And I kind of agree with you that the buy zone was low. I'm actually thinking that the bison was a bit low. Should have been this high wick right here, but I mean, whatever. Fuck it. Let's see. Was it actually exactly this one right here? So yeah, 85. Yeah. So whatever, guys. That sucks. Hopefully, some of you did enter um, this one anyway, but we're gonna have to review this one obviously, because bison should obviously have been, if you're looking at the lower time frame, it should have been this wick right here. So that would have gotten us filled, but because of the fact that we're seeing, I mean, we did post a setup on XTC BTC, and I'm pretty sure, did this one fill? Did it fill? Yeah, so at least this one filled perfectly, which is good, and it hit our take profit one, right? It did. Let's see, was it the BTC? So this one got posted at 118 right here. Yeah, so this one got filled very nicely inside that bison and hit the TP1. However, the Tesos versus Bitcoin chart is looking way different. But I mean, if Tesos versus USDT is gonna do a price discovery, look at Link BTC, looking very good, and Link USDT. So I mean, doesn't really matter, right? If you're in. But so here's something very important, guys. So if you're in this setup, you're in Tesos, right? So you own Tesos, right? It doesn't matter if you're trading Tesos versus BTC. It doesn't really matter if, yeah, I'm gonna cover that shortly. So it doesn't really matter if you were in Tesos versus BTC or Tesos USDT. You're still in Tesos, right? So you can sell your Tesos to USDT or buy Bitcoin or whatever, right? So if, for example, Tesos versus BTC won't really pump, but Tesos is gonna do some crazy price discovery, right? Obviously, you would want to look at exits in USDT, if that makes sense, right? Bit of bummed that I this didn't fill, but you know, fuck it. Can't win them all. Alright, so let's take a look at bad BTC. So this one haven't probably not changed much since our last stream last Sunday. We're still inside the long RLC. What needs to happen here is to where do we have the daily to and simple? Right, so what needs to happen here is to, I like the kind of W on the daily here. So what needs to happen is here we need to get out of the RLC. We need to reclaim the 618. I like the fact that the 21 EMA is complement with the 618, but really having these moving averages so close above, I'm not going to be able to really be bullish on this one until we see a confirmed bounce of the 618 and a reclaim of the 200 simple on the daily. That's what I'm watching on BAT. Now let's see. Let's just go through the list of some requests. So we got Nix USDT. Well, where is this one trading? Right, we have Nix USDT. I can't find it. So I'm obviously not going to be able to short much that's not on TradingView. It's going to take way too long. But we can take a look at Nix versus Bitcoin. Well, yeah. I don't really know what to say here. I can't really give you a good TA on this one, because we really need to let price action develop before we can enter something like that. But I guess, you know, if there's something I can tell you is this, right? You need to reclaim this red box resistance for a move higher. The take profits on that one would most likely be, you know, around this area. But honestly, it's very hard to short something like this. It's just not a lot of very weird price action right here. But before we continue higher, we need to reclaim this level here around 1500 to 1600. So we need to break above, reclaim. I would long a confirm bounce. All right, so got OGM BTC. Yeah, absolutely. I'll take a look at that one. First, take a look at EDN USDT. EDN USDT. Right. Well, god damn it. Where are these coins traded at? LTC BTC. Beautiful, beautiful. We're in inside support area, confluent with. Do we have any moving average? Very nice. We got the 55 EMA, the 21 EMA. So LTC. I don't like the fact that it's been obviously quite bearish, right? It's showing clear bearish market structure on the 4 hour, clear bearish market structure on the 1 hour. The daily, we're seeing a rounded retest of a breakout area. The breakout area is consistent with the green 55 EMA and the 21 EMA on the daily, which is a good sign, but it's not the first retest. We need to see a confirmed bounce here. Is it the RLC? It's probably not the RLC, but it could be like the 50% level, which would be nice. I don't know which one I should use. Probably that one. So yeah, it's actually, well, god damn, it's actually right on the 618. So this is actually very, very nice. We got the 618 right in the middle of this support. So this is very good, guys. This is looking very good. What I would like to see here is a bounce and reclaim to 50% fib. So that setup will look something like this. Confirm bounce of the RLC. We would start looking at a setup like this one. Makes total sense, right? We have you know, like I say, confirm bounce inside the RLC. The RLC is the area between the 786 and the 618. So confirm bounce inside the RLC with a rounded retest and a reclaim of the 618. Bounce here, and then you could long the reclaim of 50% fib, or just long right here, right? This could be the setup too, right? So stuff like this could be definitely a valid setup. If you want to enter Litecoin right here, right now, it would not be a terrible idea. But honestly, what I would like to see is a confirmed bounce, because the market structure is so bearish right here. So 4 hour bullish engulfing would be great. All right, let's see if we can take a look at MITH versus Bitcoin. Let's take a look at versus Bitcoin. So what are we seeing right here? Well, we are seeing a bounce at the previous resistance, now turned into support. So very good, some very nice price action right here. We are seeing the 200 simple, this purple line on the daily, being used as resistance. If looking for a trade right here, I would look for either a retrace down inside into the RLC of this move, or a reclaim of 200 EMA. I like the fact that coming back down to RLC here is probably not good. Yeah, that's not a good idea. So looking at the 4 hour, we obviously have this quite clear level right here. This is what you should be looking at. Just judging price action, this makes way more sense, right? So the setup right here would be, let's see how. The setup would probably look something like this, right? But that's obviously the stop loss can be much tighter, something like here. But I would wait for a confirmed bounce. I would wait for a breakout, a bounce, and then long when we have a confirmed bounce and put the stop loss below the low of the bounce, right? All right, so we got to take a look at ORNUC. ORNUC. Probably. Yeah, so if you want to FOMO, go ahead, right? It's in price discovery. There's not really much to say here other than, well, you have a decent level right here, and you might have got kind of front ran very recently, right? But you have this level that could turn out to be a quite decent entry. In case you enter right there, I would put my stop loss below, somewhere below this low. So entry around 4.8 and stop loss around 4.45. That's what I'm looking on Orion. Alright, so let's take a look at XRP USD. Now XRP is very interesting. Very interesting. It's been really showing some great moves like recently. Yeah, so my Prime XPT promo code in the, well, you know what? Maybe I can just edit it. I should probably edit it. Goddamn. Well, can I? Can I? I don't know if I can edit the. Let's see. I'm gonna try to. I can't. I can't edit the video, but the promo code, if you're gonna sign up to Prime XPT, is Libs42 bonus. So it's not only Libs42, it's Libs42 bonus. All right. And guys, everyone in the live chat right here, I'm gonna send you a link, the Burb Nest letter. It's basically a weekly free forever newsletter. You guys have to check it out, guys. You have to check it out, because we will provide you guys with a lot of free content basically forever in the newsletter. And there are going to be some very interesting and nice opportunities for you guys to get in on some nice calls and discount codes for the memberships in the Burb Nest. And the discounts codes are only going to be available in the newsletter. So even if you're a member of the Burb Nest right now, you need to become a member of the newsletter, because there might be a pretty good chance that you will be able to upgrade your membership in the future with one of these discounts code. So definitely check out the newsletter called the Nest letter. Yeah, guys. And if you're not in the Burb Nest right now and you're looking to enter, if you're looking for a community with daily setups and educational material, live streams like this one on a daily basis, where we basically scan the markets. We cover all different types of technical techniques and whatever you guys want. Check out the burbnest.com. We have a link in the description, and right now we have a free trial for 7 days. So if you want to check out the whole community 7 days for free, this is probably the best opportunity to do that, because crypto is bullish. This is your time, and if you don't have the money to, probably have the money, but if you don't have the money to sign up, I mean, I can almost guarantee you that with proper risk management and taking some of the trades that we are going to provide you guys in the coming days, if the altcoin markets look like this, I mean, a lot of the people in the 7-day trial right now have already made the money to upgrade their membership. So check it out, guys. You don't know what you're missing out on. It's, yeah, absolutely, you need to check it out. And I'm not trying to sell you any bullshit right here. It's free no commitments at all for 7 days. Check it out for yourself, and if you don't like it, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it. So yeah, check it out. All right, so XRP BTC, XRP USDT had a amazing run, just absolutely crazy amazing run right here. So what are we looking at right here? Well, what I want to do right now is I want to remove everything from the chart because I don't need anything of this right now. What we're gonna look for is a completely clean chart here, and we're gonna look at the higher time frames. I'm gonna see, like, do we have any clear support? Do we have any clear resistance? And yes, absolutely, we have some very clear levels right here on the weekly, so we're gonna mark them out right here. We got this one, we got that one. We're gonna extend it to the right. We have a support level right here, we have resistance level above, we have the wick right here, this one, probably this one. So we're gonna use that one, and we're gonna use that one, and we have a nice high time frame resistance area. Now, what do you see here? Well, what you probably notice here is that XRP USDT is at high time frame resistance, right? High time frame resistance usually means you are going to get a reaction. We're gonna add the fibs to this too, because we want to see, like, where do we have the major fibs? Do we have any confluence between this fib from this low to this high and this low to this high? I'm gonna add the new layer of fibs by using this low here to this high up here, different color to really distinguish them. And we have some fib confluences here, most likely. We got these 702, we got the 50 right here, so this is level. We got the 618 right here. All right, so let's remove this, and we're gonna use this one right here, because this is where we see the most interesting fib confluence, right? Here we have the RLC down at high time frame support. Remember that one. Now we have these levels, very important, right? And we go down into the daily. By the way, we're gonna add the moving averages. So we have the 21 EMA right inside the middle of the RLC. We have the 55 EMA on the weekly. Important to remember that we have the 21 EMA on the weekly inside this high time frame support and the middle of the RLC. We go down in daily. Do we have any major moving averages inside the RLC? We do have the 200 EMA and the 200 SMA and the 55 EMA. We can expect a bounce of the 21 EMA on daily. This is going to be the, well, it's going to be the second retest really of this level, because we had the first, absolutely beautiful retest right here. And also, we did not only retest the 21 EMA on daily right here for the first retest, we also actually did retest it exactly when the 21 EMA on the daily crosses the 55 EMA to the upside. So we did have the first retest confluent with a bullish cross between the 21 and the 55, which is a very, very good setup. Now imagine if you bought here, had your stop loss down here. That would be, you know, a decent trade. Now, what are we looking for right now? Well, to me, it's quite obvious that a retest of this high time frame support after getting reacted of high time frame resistance makes absolutely perfect sense. But remember, guys, we are in a pretty strong bull market, which means that it's a very high probability that we will get this level might get front ran, right? What I mean by that is basically it's going to bounce before hitting the buy zone, because buyers are just going to step in stronger than before and push price higher, right? So what I'm watching here is the 21 EMA daily is actually confluent with a very nice level. See, it's been acting as support here, resistance. So I like that level. Now, what else can we see? Well, we can try find fib levels confluent with that area, and I mean, we do have the 50 right below, so I do think it's I would be looking for, obviously the best setup would be entry down here, but I would also be looking for how price reacts to this area. If you see a move like this, right, enter here with a stop below, that's going to be a great setup. But you need to wait for the confirmed bounce here before actually longing anything. All right, so what else do we have? We have UT. Well, we got Ethereum first. Ethereum. Weird thing to pronounce, really. So, this setup might be a little, obviously, but you know, something interesting to watch. I would like to see a more proper, stronger reclaim of this area right here. It kind of feels like we haven't really bounced properly off this area. It kind of feels like we're still kind of ranging around inside high time frame resistance right now. We need to really get a breakout here, and I think for 120 is actually, I mean, it's a good number, not because of what you think of, but a lot of people are actually watching 420, right? So the 400 level, obviously very important because it's a even number, but we got rejected here right at 415, right below 420, right? So I'm thinking this whole area right here might be very interesting. Area between 400 and 420. Yeah, that's what I will be looking for in terms of a breakout on Ethereum. And when that happens, this setup might actually. Right now, we're seeing a possible break in market structure. And you guys, you gotta remember that Bitcoin is also showing a potential break in market structure here, right? But we had a picture perfect rounded retest of range high right here, but it's, unless we reclaim 12k, we are most likely going down inside this range. And I explained all about that in the beginning of the video, and I'm basically watching the same on Ethereum. Break like the level I'm watching, it's a bit different, a bit more tricky on Ethereum. I would wait to. DK said Ethereum is going to be 700 to 800 next month. Well, that would be nice. That would be very, very nice. And I mean, it's not unlikely. Next month, I don't know. Let's see. That would be amazing if that could happen next month. But I mean, we are in a possible high time frame break in market structure and a confirm in bullish market structure. But obviously, I'm not gonna be able to tell you guys like, are we gonna see Ethereum at 800? Like, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I know, guys, but what I know is you buy the rounded retest, the first rounded retest after a breakout, and you let it run. If that's gonna mean that I'm gonna let it run to 800, so be it, right? But I can't tell you that Ethereum is going to 800. Not possible. But yeah, thank you, Bert. Hit the like button. That's gonna help you, help me, help you. that's a good one. Hit the like button, and I promise that it's going to help me help you to become better traders. The more likes I get, the more help I give, or something like that. All right, so like I'm not gonna take anything away from CK, right? He's a phenomenal trader and a phenomenal technical analysis. He's like way better than me, and he's using like way different technical analysis skills that I'm just fucking blown away watching, right? It's just another level. I do really understand when he says Ethereum will go to 700 to 800 next month. It's very possible, but I have no idea how he comes up with those numbers. That's just all I'm saying. I'm just trying to keep it simple and survive, right? That guy's on another level. That's just it, right? All right, so we got UTK. What is UTK BTC? What is this? You trust? All right, I know. Well, I know. I've seen the name. I've no idea what this. Maybe it has something to do with gaming, or not. Probably not. All right, so weekly. All right, so it's quite obvious here that we have a, obviously a goddamn strong move, right? I mean, it's 100. That's okay. That's decent, right? We're actually approaching a very important order block right here. So this right here is a weekly order block. A weekly bearish order block. It's the last down candle. It's the last up candle before a strong down move and a break in market structure. We have this weekly order block right here. The order block EQ is right here. 950, nice even number right there. So this is going to be a very important level to watch. I know first of all, something that's up 900% in this period is, if it's not Link, you should not be buying something that hasn't that have pumped like this. It's probably not a very good idea. Like I said, unless it's Link. If you're watching the Link chart, I just have to check the Link chart. So I gotta take a break from the other one. We need to check Link. So I need to show you something here, right? So very simple. You guys probably know all about this, but I need to show you this. So an uptrend looks like this, right? Higher lows, higher highs. Very, very simple. Where do you enter on a uptrend? You enter here, you enter here, you enter here, right? Why do you enter here? Well, because this is the breakout, this first retest of the breakout level, right? This is the breakout. This is the rounded first retest of the breakout level. You enter on the break and retest. It's a very simple break and retest strategy. This is pretty much like everything you need in trading. Use this and you will make money. Absolutely 100% guaranteed. You will make money if you use this strategy with the proper mindset. I mean, don't forget that trading TA is very, very simple. The mindset, the psychology behind it all is very, very difficult. But this strategy will make you money if you have your psychology in check, right? So with that said, let's go back to where am I? Now we're on the 15-minute chart, but you can already see how let's look at the hourly. You can see here how that's applied. What I've just showed you here, right? You have the resistance, breakout level, rounded retest. Then you're getting, crazy breakout. And look at the 15-minute here. You will see that you have, the breakout here, rounded retest, breakout, rounded retest, breakout, rounded retest, breakout, rounded retest, breakout, some type of rounded retest. Never had a retest of this level, but that's like, it's not it's not gonna happen all the time. It's not gonna happen all the time. By the way, guys, is the video and everything all right? Because the preview video, the window on my live whatever shut down. And then you have here another breakout and retest right here. So if anyone can confirm. Yeah, perfect. All right, so you have the breakout and retest here. Then you have the, another strong breakout here and the retest. You had another strong breakout here and the retest. All right, so what I'm showing you right now is you're actually getting the retest, right? So this is where you should be entering, right? So where did I enter? Where did I enter? Well, I entered at around 12.5. Why did I enter around 12.5? Well, because 12.5 is down here. You had the breakout level here at a rounded retest. Now this is the level to break out of, right? You broke out of this level. A retest of that area right now. Let's look at the 15 minutes. It kind of makes sense, and you had a very nice wick here. So I'm gonna show you a setup. If you want to foam, if you're not a link, let's just fucking buy link, right? Let's just everybody buy link, because risk small. That's just what I'm telling you. Like, don't go all in. Don't risk like 10% of your portfolio. Risk 1%. Or if you're not okay with that because you're basically foaming, I'm basically telling you guys to FOMO right now. So use 0.5% link percent, right? Just yeah. So the promiscuity bonus works in a way that you can deposit any profit that's made by the bonus. You can obviously not deposit the bonus. That would be free money, and there's no such thing as free money. But you can trade the bonus and deposit or withdraw the gains, right? So if you make money on deposit, you can withdraw that. Yes, so it's I guess it's pretty much like you're getting free leverage without risking a big fat liquidation, basically. So this is the setup. This is the setup. Honestly, it kind of makes sense to have you stop here somewhere and take some off around 15.6. I mean, this is really probably not a very good idea, but you're seeing the pattern here, right? You're seeing this, right? I mean, something's happening. It might continue to the upside, and yeah. If you're not in link and you really want to enter link right here, this is probably a good time to enter. Market buy right here, stop loss around 13 or 13.2, somewhere between 13.3 and 12.98. Probably 12.98 would be the best one. And welcome to the Link Army. I've been a member for about 4 hours, and I can't tell you how wonderful this feels. Like, it's, you gotta experience it yourself. I mean, I've been a member from, imagine the hardcore Link Marines fought like down here. Guys, that's all. That's, well, that's just link things, right? All right, so we were looking at another chart. Sorry guys, I got linked. UTKBTC. Alright, so we looked at this one, we looked at the weekly order block up here, so we are now approaching, well, we have got reacted by the weekly bearish order block. So what really needs to happen here? Well, it looks like it wants to continue higher, and I would like to see really the order block EQ get reclaimed. And I would say, because the 1K area is so close, I would just say reclaim 1K and we have a, you know, most likely very strong move to the upside. And I would not be surprised to see a, you know, at least a 2x, very likely. I mean, reclaim order block EQ and bounce off the 1K area. 2x, very likely. I mean, I'm not kidding. 2x on this one, especially in a market like this one, not impossible at all. So watch this level, very nice level to having on your radar. All right, so another one, we SIL. Yeah, I've been meaning to take a look at SIL. I'm not sure if you're the one who's been asking me about SIL, and I've totally forgot about it. There's so many opportunities in the market, and it feels like, yeah, I've totally forgot about that one, so I'm very sorry about that. but sell BTC. Yeah, so what's happening right here on the, let's remove everything. What's happening right here from a high time frame perspective is really what we're seeing is the price coming up to a high time frame resistance area right here, which is going to be this swing low right here. So we had this level acting as, this level is acting as support right here, and we had a very strong move to the downside, which means this level is important, right? Because when you have a strong breakdown when breaking a level to the downside, it means that the level was most likely important. We had some weird price action here where we actually did reclaim the level but failed to hold it. We're now looking at that area as resistance again. That level is going to be looking like this. Probably going to be this level. Now hopefully this level isn't too big in terms of percentage. I don't like when I draw a range that's going to be like 20%, because you can't have a resistance area that's too wide. So let's see, let's hope that this is like 6%. Well, 13%, that's too big to have as a resistance area in relationship to past price action, but I do really like the way this is. But we could probably make this one smaller, but I mean, honestly, it's looking quite good, right? From a purely price action perspective, right? And this is just beautiful. Look at that bounce off the 21 EMA on the weekly. That's just very good. But honestly, from a daily perspective, I mean, we are, in my opinion, still in a bearish market structure on the daily. We really need to break above this area. But when the market is looking like it is right now, you might even want to buy a, 4-hour bullish market structure. But I think this is, so this could be a valid entry because you had this level right here. You're basically retesting. You're retesting this level, right? So it's the rounded retest of that area. You can see that it's being used as support here, resistance here, support, resistance, support, or whatever, probably support here. So decent level. And if this one is going to break out, probably going to break out from this level. So how would this setup look like? Well, let's say you enter somewhere around this area. Let's go lower and see if we can find any bullish candles on the hourly. Well, not really. This is not what I would be buying, honestly, but you know what? We need to wait for, just to be safe here. If you want to buy the breakout, wait until this red box is cleared. This is resistance, this is high time frame resistance, and it's most likely going to act as resistance until proven otherwise. Well, not most likely, that is what's going to. So that's still, let's see if we can take a look at something else. Rune BTC. Almost impossible to short something with, first of all, this little price action and then this type of price action. What I could say is this is in a very clear uptrend and dips are most likely for buying because of the fact that we are in a strong uptrend. So what dips, what levels would I be buying? Well, first of all, we will add the RLC of the latest up move, which is this low to current price. You can see that the RLC is down here. Makes no sense. Well, it does kind of make sense. Area. But really what I will be looking at is a break and retest of this area. We have the break. Now we need... That's the area I will be looking at. Stop loss. Where can the stop loss be? Stop loss should be below this low. Like that. That looks pretty good. All right, so we got let's... I don't think we have any more short requests. Let's see if we can actually find any. I've got some setups I want to check out. So we got let's see, which positions am I in right now? I'm in Algo, I'm in Tesos, I'm in something called C-Coin. Is it C-Coin? I think it's C-Coin, and in Link. So we're gonna take a look at that one. Did I post a setup on this one? Let's see. Did I post a setup on this one? I might not have actually. Let's see. Let's see. Get here. The last setup we posted was on Pesos. I do like this, but I'm not really sure I want to post this. I'm not sure. Because it's not really the type of price action you want to see on daily chart. It could very well be a fake out just like this one. This one is tricky. I'm gonna wait for at least for the 4-hour. Well, I mean, if this one is going to continue higher, it's definitely going to be after bouncing this area that we're currently trading in. Losing this area would be very bearish, but problem here is I want to use this swing low. And by the way, guys, I think it's absolutely beautiful that you guys are here after 1 hour. Like, it's unbelievable that so many people want to watch me talk for an hour, which for me personally, that's unbelievable. I could never have thought that I would get this type of support from you guys when starting the YouTube channel. And I haven't been a member of the Birdnest for even a year. And the amount of love and support that you guys keep giving is just yeah, it's beautiful. So I really do appreciate all of you. Like, you guys are really making all of this worth it. I mean, I'm sitting here behind my desk watching a screen with prices, you know, so many hours every day. It's not really the most fun and the most social thing to do, but you guys are really doing, making it all worth it. All right, so the Ava BTC. No, we did not talk about that one. We did not talk about that one. Thank you, thanks a lot. Eva. We're gonna take a look. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Travala. God damn. So, one thing here that I do not understand, like, why is this pumping? This is Travala, or whatever it's called, Travala. It's actually like, it's a bookings. I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's about, it's like hotels.com thing, and you can buy tickets and book stuff, right? And in this world right now, with, you know, COVID and the airline industry basically going bankrupt and people aren't really flying around much and traveling, like, I do not really understand what this is. I really do not understand what this is. Let's take a look at the call. Verb probably knows something that I don't know. Like, most of the time that dude knows some stuff that we don't know. Like, that guy is a wealth of knowledge. So let's see. By the way, guys, if you just joined and you don't know about the Bird Nest newsletter, you need to check it out. I got a link somewhere. Let me again in the chat. You need to sign up. If you're not a member of the Bird Nest, you need to check it out, because you will get access to now Firefox freezes. So if you can hear me, sign up to the newsletter. I can't obviously link it right now because everything's, but go to birdnest.com, go to resources, you will see the nest letter. Sign up, you will have the chance to have some fat discounts on new membership or current membership. Check it out. Up a new one. Well, this kind of sucks. Not really sure what to do now. Let's see if we can. Let's see. Take a look at the. Right. Nice. Perfect. All right. So, Ava BTC. Probably need a new computer. Where is the call? The call. Here we go. Right. Wait a minute. It's USDT first of all. No, it's actually that is the. Right. 1520. This is the actual call. Oh, right. Well, if it's a recent Binance listing, that makes absolute sense. Yeah, of course. That's gonna be, we're gonna short it on Qcoin because that's where the price history is, right? So this is the setup. Basically, what we're going for here is a listing pump effect, right? So we're basically jumping on the listing, right? Yeah, you know what? I can't really say anything about this one. Me and Burb has very different trading styles. But I mean, the setup makes absolute sense. It makes absolute. Yeah, you have missed the ecstasy bat rune, sadly, but I can take a quick look at them for you. I've already shotted them. Really? This is Java, isn't it? I think I did take a look at the Java chart. This one and this one. It's on different exchanges. Let's take a look at best Teslas again. You want to take a look at those them versus Bitcoin or USD? Yes, the stream will be available later. You know what? I think like I'm probably not going to be able to take a look at them now because we'll be streaming for over an hour now, and the plan was to do an hour. But what I want to do now is I want to do a quick scan of the market scanner in the burn list. So we're just going to quickly go through the market scanner here in burn list and take a look at the general market, right? And what we want to find here is strong alts to make a trade on, right? So let's see, we got DDT. And I'm like any chart that does not make any sense at all, I'm just gonna ignore, right? Because it's it really has to make perfect sense, right? And this one right here, I don't like it. I don't like it. Too many wicks. I don't like it. Key, I like key. Remember trading key back in 2017 on Q? Like it's already only on Qcoin. You know, I need to take a look at one that I remember trading. I remember being so sold on the product. I can't remember the name. Telcoin. I think it's Telcoin. This one. Crazy. I can't believe. I mean, yeah, I'm glad I didn't hold this one. Alright, so key BTC. We got the weekly moving averages. So we got the 21 EMA above the 21 EMA on a weekly. That's very good. We got the daily above the. I like this. I like this. Actually, quite good. So we're gonna draw a resistance right here, somewhere in that area. Probably use magnitude to get exact prices. Where do we want to have the chart? Probably that one. Yeah, this is how I draw my levels, my horizontal support and resistance levels. I use the magnet tool and I use the rectangle tool right here, and I have a set template for here for resistance and buy zone, or some other stuff. And basically what I'm looking at is just I'm not looking at anything else than just price action right here. So I want to find levels that the price is reacting to. And I like, you're having strong reactions here, strong reactions here, strong reactions here, very strong reactions here. This is a very important level. So what we could, I mean, this is a strong uptrend on the 4 hour. We got a break and retest here. Very nice. It's not as clean as I would want it to be for me to actually post a setup on this one. I do really like it. It's looking very good. I really do like it, but we're not getting a... I'm not feeling this right now. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Which one is that? Well, let's take a look at Doc BTC. You know what? Data BTC. We need to take a look at data. Now let's see if Jay is awake. Wish I could live stream. See if he's awake. Doesn't seem like it. All right. So two coins are really 3 coins I want to post a setup on. Is data, TRX, and XZC. It's C coin. Those are the 3 ones I really feel like I want to post a setup on. They make sense, kind of. So we're gonna take a look at those 3 in a bit. See if you can find something quickly. Yeah, so data. No, never mind. I don't like data. TRX BTC. Now this one, however, so when... Right, so you guys probably know all about Tron. Like, I have no idea what Tron is, but I definitely know who Justin Sun is, right? And he's the master of shells, right? Like, he's the... So, Justin Sun knows how to pump projects, right? And we're entering a bull market right now. Just like the XRP army knows how to shell XRP, Justin Sun knows how to pump XRP. TRX, Tron. And it haven't really moved, right? We're not really seeing any powerful moves from this one. But we're seeing some very clear levels above, right? So we're gonna keep this one on a radar. TRX BTC and TRX USDT, obviously. Now this one is looking stronger. Much stronger. We're coming up to a high time frame resistance area right here. We're gonna mark out that area. Basically, the only reason why I mark out these levels is to make them clear for you guys. But if you watch the chart, if you know your horizontal support and resistances, you don't need to draw anything, right? You know that, a break and retest of this level with a stop loss below that one and take profits somewhere in this region is a decent trade. And I'm gonna show you why, right? Because we have a resistance right here, stuff like that. So what I'm looking for is obviously I'm gonna zoom down and really look at the details of this setup. Probably the stop loss is obviously not gonna be 18%, but this is how the setup looks like based on the daily zoomed out price action, right? But I mean, it's quite simple. You don't need anything more than this. Break, time, rounded retest, buy, sell, right? Very simple. All right, so we add the moving averages, and they're not really telling us much on the daily other than the trend is very strong. On the weekly, however, well, nothing more than a very strong trend here either. So for our moving averages are going to be useless here, because we're already trading above all the major moving averages on the daily, the weekly, and 4 hours. So we're not going to use the. All we're going to use here is price. I do really like this level. I do really like this level. So we're gonna remove that, because zooming in we see a new very decent level. Yeah, I mean, looking absolutely beautiful. Well, let's take a look. Yeah, there's absolutely. Right, guys. So that's absolutely a chance that this will bounce. Why? Well, overall, I mean, looking at the higher time frames right here. Overall, I would say that we have broken a very strong uptrend right here, but this dump right here is too strong to be sustainable, right? So it's very likely that we will get a bounce here, and we have been trading. Well, I'm obviously like. Well, you know, I would like to say that the US dollar is in a very strong bull market, like Bitcoin is, but reversed. That's just stupid. Obviously, it's in a very strong bear market if that's the case. But this move right here is a strong dump, and it's not really sustainable over the long run. It has to bounce. And watch this, right? Have a range here, right? And you have another range here, right? So we've exited this range, entered this range, and we're ranging inside this range. And I would say that we're approaching probably range low around this area. So a bounce here is very likely. Will that mean that Bitcoin is going to dump only because the dollar is increasing in strength, right? Well, it depends. It depends how much time is being spent above the high time frame areas for Bitcoin. So the more time that is spent above 10.5k, and especially if we reclaim 12k, the more time and space you have above 12k, like I explained at the beginning of the live stream, the market has to accept Bitcoin above a certain level. When that happens, you can expect that level to hold for a long time, right? Even if the dollar is strengthening, right? So what I'm talking about is this, right? You might get a move like this, like a very strong move up like this, and you see very bullish market structure. You're taking out 16k or whatever. So yeah, and I think there is a strong correlation between Bitcoin and USD. Well, not a correlation, but an inverse correlation, right? Because the weakness of the dollar is really going to be strength of the Bitcoin, because really you guys probably, like, you guys know this already, but I mean, Bitcoin is is the weapon that the future, like, the future of our financial freedom. And I'm not talking about financial freedom as in having money, right? I'm talking about the freedom of controlling your money, right? Really owning your money, not being slave to the banks, right? And really, the American dollar is really a symbol for the financial world, right? And Federal Reserve and all that. So the weakening of the US dollar and the weakening of the Fed really gonna be shown as strength for Bitcoin, because really what you're seeing here is a fundamental fight between sound and free money and a debt-based society, right? So the weaker the dollar becomes, the stronger Bitcoin becomes. So it makes total sense to see this inverse correlation, right? So if we bounce here, we might see a dump from Bitcoin. But the question is, will we dump below 10K? Well, it depends on, in my opinion, how long we stay above 10K. Like how long can the market have to really accept Bitcoin above a certain level? Because back to what I was trying to explain earlier, if we get a move like this, a super bullish move like this, and we take out 16K, whatever, and we haven't retested this level, and we see a strong bounce down here and a move up here to continue the uptrend. Now that might mean that when we hit this level, that might mean Bitcoin has moved all the way down here. But I would still consider Bitcoin high time frame bullish in this scenario. All right. So now the market has accepted Bitcoin above 10K, and even with dollar strength, we are seeing Bitcoin weakness, but still a very strong high time frame bullish Bitcoin, right? Hopefully that explanation makes sense. What I'm saying is, in the long run, as long as Bitcoin stays above 10K and especially 12K, if we can reclaim that area in the long run, it doesn't really matter if we dump like above, from 16 down here. That would be a 35% dump. Even in a bull market, you get dumps like that, right? So I don't think it's much to worry about, as long as we can stay bullish on the higher time frames. But it's definitely something to research and keep keep watching. All right, so what do we have? Let's take a look at again. I'm going to take a look at this Coin. And guys, I'm probably gonna be ending the stream in about 5 minutes or something like that. If you have any charging questions, feel free to ask me in the chat, and I will take a look at it for you. This one right here. Well, now this is starting to get a little bit more interesting with this 4-hour right here, and with this hourly bullish engulfing right here. I might actually So we're seeing a very nice bullish engulfing on the hourly, which is like in the forex market. I would be buying this absolutely if we had some good confidence with the fib levels and moving averages and whatnot. But we actually have that right here. Not really. We have fib levels. I want the setup to look like this. The green zone should be buy area. And the take profits area, like the last take profit, probably be at the highs around that area. We need to change the fibs right here. The first take profit would be this level right here. $7,398. Next one would be the 50% fib. Be probably that wick right there. 7,997. Alright, so that's 3 take profits, and the last one should be up in this region right here. 698 probably. This is what I would want to see. Now, notice that price is actually bouncing off the 0.236 very nicely here. So it's I don't know, man, like this could be a very strong entry right here, and I mean you could probably get in a scalp right here. If you enter right here with a very tight stop, just slightly below that one, that could be a strong setup. But I'm not sure. That's very risky because we have a untested breakout level lower. I'm thinking this might be best setup. I do really like it from a daily basis too. It would really be a shame if this was the bounce and we missed the whole entry area. But I do think, look at the 4 hour here. I do really think that this level down here is the area that's going to get retested. The fact that we're getting a strong bounce here is because of the fact that we have the 236 fib level right here. So let's see if we can get out a setup on this one. Alright guys, so I'm gonna end the stream and you will know if I've posted a setup on this one. If I'm unsure about this setup, obviously I'm gonna talk with the team and see if they see the same stuff that I'm seeing. If they do, and we got 4 hour 21 email daily. God damn, that's such a confluence. Very likely that this was the bounce. Well, see you guys in my next stream. It's probably gonna be tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do a private webinar for the Nest Club members tomorrow, and we will cover whatever you guys want to cover. All right, guys. Thanks for joining tonight, and see you guys next time. Take care.